Hello everyone. Welcome to tutorial series of Learn Relational Database by Retail Shop Application Development in msaccess. In this tutorial you will learn msaccess parameter query. One very obvious question, you may ask me that. Sir, what is parameter query? I'll explain. A parameter query in Microsoft Access is a type of query that prompts the user to enter specific criteria when the query is run. Instead of hard-coding criteria directly into the query, parameter queries allow for flexibility by letting users input values at runtime. This can be useful when you want to create a reusable query that can return different results based on user input without modifying the query design each time. Parameter queries are particularly useful when you need to run the same query multiple times with different criteria. They allow you to create a single query that can be reused without having to modify its design each time you want to change the criteria. This can save time and make your database more user-friendly. In this tutorial, I will generate the query that will retrieve first name, last name and city from table named customers. Here, user will be prompted to enter city. In the previous tutorial, user was not prompted to enter city. That was selectquery. Here, user will be prompted to enter city. That's why it is parameter query. Based on user input, data will get filtered and displayed. So, let's start in msaccess. Step 1. Open Access and create a new query. Go to the Create tab and select Query Design. Step 2. Add the tables you want to query. You can add tables by double-clicking on them in the Show Table dialog box. Here, we want query from customer table. So, double-click on customer table. Step 3. Define your query criteria. In the Query Design grid, specify the fields you want to include in your query and set any initial criteria you want to apply. Here, we need first name, last name and city. So, double-click on these fields. Step 4. Add parameters. To make a parameter query, simply replace specific values in your criteria with parameter placeholders. Access uses the syntax square bracket to indicate where the parameter prompt will appear. So, put square bracket in city criteria. Step 5. Run the query. When you run the query, Access will prompt you to enter the parameter value. Enter the value and click OK. Here, I am putting Delhi. Access will then display the query results based on the parameter value you entered. So, in this case, query retrieve the first name, last name, and city of all employees whose city is Delhi. Rerun the query and this time put Bangalore. Query retrieve the first name, last name, and city of all employees whose city is Bangalore. Here, you will see that parameter dialog box appear to get the user input. But, how do user know what input he has to feed? So, you can display message in parameter dialog box. In this case, we just wanted to display message please enter city, you want a filter in parameter dialog box. To do that, you have to simply type that message inside the square bracket. Just observe me. I will repeat the whole exercise, but this time message also will be displayed in parameter dialog box. Now, to save this query, click the cross button over here. If it is new query, then it will ask whether you want to save this query. Click Yes. It will ask you name of the query. Give some meaningful name and click OK. Your query have saved and you can see your query over here in Query section. If you double click, it will open. Congratulations, you have created very first parameter query. All these tools and technique will help you to build retail shop application. You can utilize these concepts to make your own application in the field of your requirement. In my next tutorial, I will teach you action query. All these video are super easy to understand. If you like this video and wanted to learn more in MS Access, then this is the right place. Please do like, share and subscribe. You will get notification as soon as my new tutorial uploaded. Till then, bye bye.